Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream which after is gonna turn into a video. My name is Ivo Artur and you are on GODMAN channel. Now in this channel, if you are new, you basically I bring to you everything that is according to my life, vlogs in physical, mental and spiritual matter, and it's all about God having a human experience and human having a God experience here in this lifetime. So I want to talk about coffee, even though it's not a big tema, but it is very important. We are here now in nature. There's some houses there, some street. So I'm trying to adapt to this new place where I transfer myself, another city. So I haven't been going around in nature, finding a good nature place besides the beach. So I'm gonna go straight to the point about the coffee and why this is so important and how does it affect us in a very physical matter first, and then mental and spiritual. So I'm not gonna base myself in things that you can read on internet, because I'm gonna tell you my self experience on why I quit the coffee, and it's been now 3 or 4 days, and it's such a huge difference, man, such a huge difference. I have stopped before, but it wasn't compared to now, because as you start to exercise, because before I wasn't exercise, so I couldn't feel as much, but when you exercise, that's where you can feel the most. Now, what I'm gonna tell you right now, it's after it's gonna be in a video, so even if you don't watch it right now, you can still watch after in a video. So I'm just gonna speak, and whoever comes after can watch it after. So why is this so important? Because most of the people, nobody thinks that coffee is a bad thing, right? But the important aspect of the coffee is that, yes, everyone thinks on the benefits of the coffee, but everything in life you have to think of the benefits and on the bad side of it, or if there's side effects, if it affects on the long term or short term, how, and if it's really suiting you or not, because we have to be aware of what exactly works for us, okay? And coffee was working for me because, yes, I was working during the night, so I was taking like 5 coffees a day and everything. When you have this little machine, the capsules, and coffee, let's go. But the thing is, coffee has a long-term side effect that most of the people are not aware. For example, coffee has the ability to suck up all the water you have in your bones, man. Can you imagine how strong is that? Sucking the water from the bones. First of all, we think that we don't even water in the bones. Yes, we have. We have, not like in the rest of the body, but we have. Now imagine the elasticity, a little bit of the bones and the strength and everything also contains that liquid, and coffee can suck up the water from your bones, man. That means makes your bones weaker instead of strengthen them or make them stronger, as you feel when you are eating or consuming something that should benefit the bones. No, it's actually making it worse. I don't know how many times worse. That's why you start to dehydrate when you are drinking coffee. So, for example, let's make like an example here. You drink 4 liters of water in one day, which is a lot. The coffee will suck up at least more than 2 liters of water in your body. And what that will cause is that you will no longer have that enough amount of water to sustain the entire body structure, and will start to suck your inner energy, which is from the bones, because your bones is your internal structure. It shouldn't be touched by anything. Can you see? Can you check if there's if you can hear good? If the microphone is good? 'Cause I have an external microphone. That not sure if the live stream is being recorded with audio, because the wind is kind of strong wind. So basically, the coffee is sucking up all the water and like stealing is a thief. It's not actually giving you extra energy. It's actually sucking your internal energy, your source energy. Yeah, I have to find a place where there's no, or maybe I'm gonna take out this microphone. The wind is very strong now. What about now? Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Fuck, man. So shit. Okay, so the coffee is actually stealing your inner source energy of the body and giving that to you. So, for example, you think that the coffee is giving you extra energy, but instead it's stealing your inner energy, the energy that you use, for example, just in extreme resources. For example, when you are in extreme situations where, for example, you are almost on this survival, or you are running out of energy and you need to run, or you need an extra energy. That's where your body is gonna get that inner energy stored, and give it to you. So coffee is actually using that the resource of inner energy that you have stored in your body for extreme situations, and giving it to you. And then that's why it's starting to suck up the water, starting to suck all your energy. And that's why when you drink like 5 coffees, or the 6th coffee and the 7th coffee is already not doing anything, because it already used all your inner energy. And then the body will need to restore that source energy, and it will only do when you go to sleep. Now, there's another thing which I'm gonna do in another video, which is how important meditation should be in everyone's life. Because actually, when we are sleeping, we are restoring our energy, yes, but this energy that we are restoring during sleep, that's why we are obligated to sleep. But the people, especially the monks, that are constantly, all the time, meditating, they don't feel as much to sleep, because this time that they used during meditation was actually restoring their energy the same as sleep. So that's why they can basically sleep 4 hours and they are good. Buddha actually only slept 4 hours. And that's why, because when you meditate, you no longer need as much energy restore to, when you are sleeping, you no longer need the same energy as someone that meditates a lot, because the person that who's meditating is receiving already the energy way better than the one from the sleep. And also, people think that when you sleep or meditate, for example, they're basically the same, but it's not, because when you are sleeping and then after you go to work, all the energy that you're gonna need in the day is not enough compared to your sleep. So we should all be meditating at least 1 hour per day, because the energy that we are using during the day with the energy that we receive during sleep is actually way less compared to meditation. So that means when we are meditating, we are actually restoring the energy from the body, mind, soul, and still receiving cosmic energy. Because as we are meditating, we are vertical human beings, so we are actually grounded and also connected to the higher realms, so the cosmic. And the cosmic realm will also give you energy. So that's why you can access higher realms of perception, higher states of consciousness, because you are vertical, you are receiving that from above you. It's not above in a physical matter, but actually in a spiritual matter. Yeah. So we should all be actually meditating to use that energy during the day. Now, there's many things that you can replace the coffee with. There's orange juice. That's why it gives you a different energy. There's people that even use the weed, the marijuana. There's two versions. There's the indica and there's the sativa. The sativa, actually, there's a way on how you can have the sativa in a juice. I never thought about that. There's leaves that you make a certain combination. There's an actual recipe that you can do. If you are in a state where weed is allowed and you are into weed, this is a very good way for you to have a very boost of energy, and it's kind of light because you are just getting from the leaves, and it will just give you a pure boost where you feel natural and you are like boosted like 10 times stronger than a coffee. Now, as it was sucking up the water from my bones, the worst part where I was feeling was my wrists. And as I am doing a lot of push-ups, I was actually starting to feel like, I couldn't continue anymore. It's like the worst feeling. It's like my wrist is gonna come out, or is not gonna have the strength to hold the hands. So it's gonna separate himself. And I stopped doing push-ups because of that. And I thought, maybe I just need to heal, stop a few days. But then when I stop a few days, I start to become a little bit more fat. Because, if I'm eating well, a lot, and then I don't train, and I'm already over 30 years old, and I'm in a family, then, probably I will start to become more fat, because I had belly fat a little bit. Now, I came back to the push-ups exercise, and now I even have a rack, push-up rack, which is a new idea. I'm gonna make a video about that as well. And now I'm perfectly fine. It's like never happened. And I feel like restored, and there's nothing wrong with the wrist. I feel the wrist even getting stronger now. And before they couldn't, because they couldn't be together with the exercise. Because if I'm exercising as push-ups and shoulders and triceps and my back in this rack, I should be able to also make the wrist stronger, because if I'm doing in a good position, they should become stronger as well, because they are being exercised as well. But instead, they were getting weaker and weaker and weaker till a point where they could break. They could break. Imagine you're doing just push-ups at home and you break the wrist. That's why people are so easy to break bones and things like that when they fall, especially when they are older, because they have been drinking coffee the entire time, and coffee has been destroying them from within. So it's like a drug, man. It's killing you slowly. So you are actually suiciding yourself slowly. I mean, and the thing is, why people still drink and they don't care? It's because they are not aware of this, and this just gives you, in the long term, issues. I mean, you can feel in short term, which is the water, you feel much more dry, like it's sucking up the water, you are constantly dry, you need to drink more. And if you don't drink water and you drink a lot of coffee, man, you're gonna be in a very bad position, and I cannot imagine. I was feeling like all the water I was drinking was not enough. Never enough. And especially when you drink coffee after the food, you will no longer drink as much water because you have food in your stomach. So you are like, oh, I'm full, I cannot drink water. So you don't drink. And so you're going to stay 3 hours at least after the food without even drinking water. And then you have already your next meal. And then you didn't drink water, and you're going to eat again, and then another coffee, man. your body is like, man, you're abusing your body instead of using your body. The same what we do with nature. Instead of using nature, we abuse nature. We abuse nature resources instead of using nature resources wisely. So use your body wisely and do not abuse on coffee consumption. And you should better quit if you are feeling the same symptoms. I know people are different, bodies are different, structures and everything, but I'm telling you exactly my experience and why you should quit, because I'm trying to help you. And also, for people that do not know, the real coffee wasn't even supposed to be brown or black. The real coffee is green. The grains of the coffee are green. So the coffee you are seeing everywhere in the world, that's why they don't even dispose the real coffee in front of you, because it would make you feel like, what? Coffee is green, it's not brown. Because they already burn the coffee grains in order to make this broken coffee, let's say. So you are consuming something that was already burned. And now you ask, otherwise it wouldn't be able to make coffee. Yes, but the real coffee that they use in the past, even the Tibet and the monks and everything in the past, I don't know now, but for example, if you go in Turkey, they still have this coffee, which is the green coffee. The green coffee is like a tea, and it's super alkaline, it's not acidic. And this coffee, the green coffee, I already drunk, man, it makes you feel like full energy, and it doesn't suck up the water. It's like one of the most powerful tea. It heals diseases, can make you lose weight, helps you to lose weight. It benefits you so many things, can actually heal diseases from your body, can make your mind very concentrated and focused. Man, it's really powerful. Now, you almost have no access to the real coffee, because that's what they did, the big companies of the coffee, because coffee makes billions and billions of dollars. It's worth of billions. It's an industry of worth of billions. You see the capsules, Hollywood and celebrities make propagandas of coffees and everything. This is huge, you know. That's why they don't show you the real coffee, because otherwise you will start to make questions and say, hey, I've been drinking the wrong coffee, man. What the fuck? So the real coffee is green. And if you were drinking green coffee so far, I wish I could have, because it's so difficult to find the green coffee. And when they give, this green coffee should be fresh. It's not like the brown coffee that can stay weeks and weeks in a bag. The green coffee has a very short time validation. So when you have the green coffee, you have to consume very fast. You cannot just store, and it's not gonna be green anymore. It's gonna start to be yellow, and then it's not gonna taste right, you know, the same. So it's actually worse when you. So if you have access, the only way they show you the green coffee is in these little bags that for people that want to lose weight in this thing. So it will never be the same. Never be the same. So yeah, there's a dog. I had a German Shepherd one time. It was a female. Very cool. My energy. I don't know why, but my energy attracts a lot the dogs. And I don't even have a dog now for a very long time. I always attract dogs. I don't know why. They always want to come to me. Maybe my type of physical animal here on Earth, the strongest, is the dog, but I'm not sure. Maybe all the animals, but somehow the dogs, the cats, they come to me already like that. The cats, I don't think so. So, and that's it. Quit the coffee and never try to substitute the coffee. And let me tell you, I even had a hangover of quitting coffee, man. It's so crazy, man, to have a hangover from such a normal thing, but it's a drug, man. It's a drug. We have to consider coffee is a drug. That's why they put that out there in the market like that. It's like alcohol, it's like cigarettes. It's something that you will need to focus your mind and say, hey, I no longer want a coffee. Because even my mind is already prepared. I'm okay. I don't care. But then the body is like, still trying to adapt to not having coffee, man. And then you want this energy and you have to start to... And then also I had hours and hours of sleep. That's why I didn't post videos. I had to really sleep during the day and then wake up, eat and everything, and then sleep again in the night till 10 in the morning and still feel tired because the body was all this time has been using the source energy, and it was actually using my resource from the source energy, man. That's crazy, man. Imagine. So yeah, you should avoid coffee completely, and especially if you are in a spiritual matter. I know that sometimes people are like, I fall asleep during meditation, right? This is another thing that I want to discuss in a different video, but I'm just gonna tell you. If you are like me, that most of the times when you meditate you fall asleep, especially if you like to meditate during the night, or for example, you want to meditate during the day and then you are afraid that you're gonna become so sleepy that after you no longer have energy to make other activities during the day. So I was like, I'm gonna drink a coffee and then I go meditate so that then I keep awake. But this is a very wrong thing to do because you're gonna be a little bit electrical, and in meditation you don't have to be electrical because your thoughts also gonna be very electrical. So you actually have to be very calm, relaxed, but at the same time alert, aware. So it's like a middle path. You cannot be way too comfortable, like almost asleep, or you also cannot be way too uncomfortable. So you have to find the middle path, and that's the best technique for meditation, actually. So yeah, now I'm gonna do a video right here. I have the camera, and this is just something, a message that I wanted to say right now, without waiting to edit the video and such. So I hope I helped you somehow if you are still drinking coffee, or if you didn't know some of the things that I already said in the coffee, about the coffee. And if then click the like button because it really helps the channel. And I want to grow this channel as higher as possible so that it's like my vlog channel of love motifs, because then I can really open myself for a lot of temas and discuss a lot of things that are into my mind right now, and be together on this spiritual journey, evolution, and also help you in the process with all the tools I learned by myself and remember, and help you to get there as fast as possible. Also, in this channel, it's going to be one of the channels that I'm also going to apply myself and raise this channel as higher as possible, because my project, in the end, there's no end, there's no beginning, I'm just saying, it will be to open a spiritual retreat for people to achieve enlightenment or whatever they wish by retrieving themselves into a retreat for some time. Some people will go for a short time, some people will go for a long time. So I want to create a retreat in every continent, and I will ask the help from all of you. Maybe I will do on my own, but I just want to let you all be part of it, because it's a very beautiful project and we all need. Because one thing is for the spiritual awakening, okay? And another is spiritual enlightenment. That's a completely another story. So most of the people here on earth don't even have a spiritual awakening. And if they do have, as now we are moving towards awakening the species very fast, that's just the spiritual awakening. But what about the spiritual enlightenment? That's another stage of life. That's way, way, way more than just spiritual awakening, because it's a very huge different step towards who you really are, and who you really are is about the spiritual awakening, but also what you can be after spiritual enlightenment. That's the big question right there.